what actually Meera had forwarded to us, that video about Radhaji speaking to Krishna. And I wanted to know, does anybody know from which scripture that is and which shloks?
You didn't hear what they said. They said that it was a Kalpanik story. It said in the beginning, it had a disclaimer already.
Yeah.
It's not from any scriptures. Means it Kalpanik means, see, there are in spirituality, you can use different methods to give some message, a particular. That's how I looked at it, and then other people can comment on it. So let's Puranas. What is Puranas? Puranas are part of it. There is a message in Purana, okay? But not all the stories are true stories in Purana, and they say that. Some of them are Kalpanik and some of them are real. Some of them are 100% real, but some of them they make up the stories to give a point. That's all it. So I think what Meeraji sent was a point of bhakti. That bhakti is a bigger aspect. But obviously, if you look at it from the factual point of view, it said that lakhon log mare gaye, ye hua, wo hua. So somebody might say, Krishna Bhagwan had the power to stop the war and all that. That's not true, because we have discussed it. If my body becomes diseased with some tumor or some cancer, and then you have to do the surgery. I cannot say that it's so cruel of the doctor, he's cutting my body part out, So if you go in the technicality, you will find, but the message over there was that if somebody is full of love, they are at peace, nothing bothers them. That's how I got that message. So we cannot, and it had a disclaimer right in the beginning.
Okay, because it sounded to me as if she was telling Krishna that you left Vrindavan, you left pure love, and you became a king, and then in the Mahabharata you gave your whole army to the Kauravas, and so they were your own people, and you let your own people be killed.
Right. If you on the surface it sounds like that, and it didn't sound very good, but if you don't see all these examples in Vedanta, it is very, very important not to dwell on the surface of the example, because it will always bomb. Because even for this free will and all that, free will, somebody can argue you have free will, another person can argue you don't have free will. Both can win, because the arguments you can keep giving. But what is Vedanta telling you? He's saying in the end, it is all nature which is doing it. You are not that anyway. So where, and then a bhakta, a true bhakta who has a true surrender, वो तो बोलता है मेरी मर्जी है ही नहीं, ऊपर वाले की मर्जी, वो तो पहले ही सरेंडर कर दिया. He is surrendered it. ज्ञानी बोलता है, hey, I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the intellect. Free will is a part of your mind and intellect. So he rises above, he transcends it basically. And what that transcending mean is, he transcends the ego. So the will or not having the will, that is a debate of an ego according to them. But if you have transcended the ego, that question only doesn't come. Of that side of the equation, it doesn't come. It's the same thing with cause and effect. That in the beginning we need that. Or the theory of karma and everything. On one hand, we have theory of karma. But then, since Gita ji, you know Bhagavad Gita a lot, he also says that Jnani rises above good and bad. So then, but we always do good, bad. In the beginning, it's okay, but in the end, you have to transcend it. That's the message I got from the whatever Sushi. I don't know how many people saw that video of Reveal. Oh, so half of her. Kamlaji, did you see that video?
No, I didn't get the chance to do it. It's in my to-do list.
Yes, I think it will be very, very good, because the saints and sages have a very beautiful way of summarizing everything. We cannot do that as beautiful job as he did. So he kind of summarized the whole thing. So he said that we have the illusion of free will, he called it. So,
can I interrupt here? You said that so many times. And the thought that keeps going into my mind is that we are also told in the Gita that the Manushya Yoni is the only yoni which we can use to attain, moksha from this cycle of birth and death. So it's not. How do you reconcile that? It means that Bhagavan is telling us don't waste this birth. Put in the effort to purify your mind, liberate yourself.
See, what you are saying is true. There's no disagreement. And the way you approach this is there are two stages or different stages. Like what Joe was talking about is hey, your universal mind starts doing everything. But to get to that stage in the lower, when we are in the lower part of it, we need certain things to hold on to. And that's the time it's okay to hold on to free will. Total free will to kisi ke paas bhi nahi hai. We know that, right? I cannot do everything that I want to do. I want tomorrow $2 million. It's not going to drop in my lap, no matter how much I pray. So we know our limitations, or these are a set of parents I have. These are the children I have. I cannot change that. So then the way they say is that the same example he also gave, Sarvapriyananji too, that it's like a cow tied up with a rope. So you have a little bit of freedom, not a whole lot. So that's where we fit. So we use that. But even in Bhagavad Gita, in the end, he says, Sarva dharman paritajya mamekam sharanam vraja. Drop everything and surrender to me. But that total surrender doesn't come in the beginning. Then the law of karma, cause, and if all that is valid, those are crutches that you hold on to take that final jump. Because if somebody sees somebody jumping over that big high jump, a small child can say, why do I need a crutch? I saw that man jumping. I can jump too. Do you think he'll be able to? No. So in the beginning, you need that, but then you have to transcend. That is the message of Bhagavad Gita also.
I can explain in a different way.
Yeah, please do.
But when we come to this world, there are three things going on here. Number is based on our Manomaya Kosha. We have karmas and our desires. Second one is we are like a mosaic in the world, so we have come to fulfill an assignment. Third is we are born incomplete and we are moving towards completeness. Now to everybody, all three things are going on. But once something triggers in you, you are visible, all these three things are visible to you. So the example was of the moon, the full moon is there. And then there's every day of the moon. In fact, that's what I was asking Umar to take picture every day. So we are actually the visible portion of the moon, but ultimately will become the full moon. So with the visible portion, the rest of the moon is still there, and that is our universe. So by using your universe and the people in it, they are moving you towards completeness. Your knowing or knowingly doesn't matter. And it is not your will that is doing that. It is happening automatically. Just like growing old, you have no control over it. Now, so if you...
So then, that sounds, then what is the difference? I mean, we know that all the other yonis, they are moving through the 84 lakh. They're moving slowly towards that perfection. And the difference is that we, in this yoni, the reason we are different is that we have the ability to reason and think and push ourselves forward. And because we have the ability to reason and think, we have the ability to make wrong decisions and commit sins and pull ourselves backwards also.
So things are moving in you whether you know it or not. See, that's another secret of this. So once you get triggered something, you start seeing that you don't use your own judgment to move. It's like I just go visit Sikri Saab. I don't know, he's sitting on the floor with these 3 books. The universe will bring you those 3 books. So I don't say that I got it. I mean, I had no idea even. I didn't even know who's Ramana Maharishi before that. So the idea was that the universe will take you there. It's very hard to grasp it unless it's happening to you.
Okay, I'll do it another way. I'll do it one more way. Sorry, go ahead. Who wants to speak?
But I know like certain things, they happen the way they happen, but your will plays important role. If you got those 3 books and if you put them on shelf and never read it, then it's never going to help you.
No, but the universe will tell you to read them. See, that's the whole point. I had so many books come my way, I used to put them on the shelf. But then, I'll get this cross command. Like, I'll give you one example. This French guy came and he gave me a book on Carlos Castaneda, Tales of Power. I put it on the shelf. Then next day, Sikri Saab came. He brought 27 CDs of Japji Saab from India and by Osho, and he says, you better finish them because I'm taking them back. And I'm on 23rd CD. I open it and say, yesterday I read this book by Carlos Castaneda, Tales of Power. So now if you see the connection between Sikri Saab building these CDs of Osho from India and this French guy giving me the book, that's the universe telling you, you better read that.
Okay, I have one more way to approach this. Okay, see if it connects to you. After I read, I was contemplating about this too, how to bring this thing up. So basically, I always like to go back to Bhagavad Gita because that's what we are studying and that's my favorite Shastra, you can say. So Krishna Bhagwan says that in the end, when you're going on this path, slowly when you get purity of mind starts happening. So that's why I gave Karma Yoga, right? In the beginning, I think I have the control. That's an illusion, Swamiji called that. I feel I have a free will, like what Kamalaji is saying. All of us feel that way. It's not just her. So okay, you start moving on this path, then your mind starts getting purified because of doing the seva, Karma Yoga and all that. And then it dawns upon me, okay, they are saying I'm not the body. I'm not the intellect. I am not my mind. Then you start transcending and you start giving up your ego. And when you give up your ego, that's when what he's saying, Joe is saying, that starts happening. Then you don't do anything and everything is... and this. So it is a stage.
Start giving up your ego, start doing this. It means we are using our will.
I know, but do you understand what I'm saying? That if you understood the Shastras, what are they saying? That you are the consciousness. You are not even this body. But we cannot understand that. We still have that. It's called giving up the agency. Agency that I'm doing it. I have the free will or I don't have the free will. And we get stuck into it. While we are stuck into it, okay, fine. But then you soon realize you don't have a complete free will. Kamalaji, do you think you have a complete free will to do anything you want?
Not complete, I don't agree.
Yes. So when you don't have a complete, you have and the conclusion that Sarvapriya Nanji said, there are 3 stages. First stage is, yes, I have some free will. Second stage is when you go inquire into it. You soon realize you have no free will. Okay? And the third stage, he said, is freedom. Means you have transcended the whole thing. And then it's like waking up from a dream. The dream, in a dream, I might think, I want to do this, I want to do that. When you wake up from the dream, do you care about whether you had the free will or not in there? You transcend it. So what Joe is talking about is that he transcended, he gave his, अपना जो काम है ना, उन्होंने भगवान को दे दिया. And Bhagwan is providing it.
I do agree that when you transcend, then you don't do anything. But before you transcend, you have to work hard.
To transcend.
To come to that
To
state.
transcend. Now you got it. There you go. I think that that's the key. Idea is to transcend. How you transcend, then you decide. Because, hey, meditation is helping me.
Your free will. If you just keep sitting on the WhatsApp and you don't try hard, that you think like, okay, I have very limited time. Otherwise, I have to take so many births to come to that level. Now I have time. Let me use my time wisely. Let me clarify my goal.
I think that you are okay then. If
work hard on it at one second.
No, but that Sarpriyananda example covered that.
What you're saying, it covered. It's a early stage of our sadhana. That's all it is.
He's saying you raise your hand, but you are not raising with your free will. Okay, I'll give you one more example, which may be a little wild, but so how many of you know that you have 2 bodies? We all think we have only one body, but really there are two bodies. And I can vouch from you from personal experience, without a body experience, and also from other places, because you go to a stage when you go in that body and you can observe your body. And that is not the moksha body. This is like between when you lose your identity. You are still there, but you are observing your own body.
I think you're talking about like a witnessing your own life.
Yeah, witnessing your
Yeah,
own
that's
life.
what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you are enjoying, your body is enjoying, but you are not. You are just observing that.
Mm-hmm.
So there's another body. And that is one of these stages, when you move through, you reach that stage. And then you observe your own body. And then there's another stage comes when everything you do is directed from within you, not from the external world. Now that direction is not because you are desiring it. It's coming from outside. And outside means, I don't care, it's outside, it's the universe, or it's the Atma you have inside which is telling you that.
I
So
think
once you say disconnected yourself, then everything you will happen is supposed to happen, whether you do it or not do it.
Kamlaji wants to say something.
I do agree with that, but according to like self-realization fellowship or according to the meditation technique, whatever I learned, that you have to bring your prana energy up. Once it goes up and it starts merging with the cosmic consciousness, that's when your work is done. Then everything will happen automatically. But to merge your consciousness to the super consciousness, to the cosmic consciousness, you have to work hard. You cannot just say, okay, it will happen. It may happen slowly, but it may take several births.
And why you have to work hard and I don't have to work hard? What's the difference between...
Because you worked hard in your previous incarnations. And
No.
you might work
So the
many
point is-
incarnations.
Yeah,
and I
so-
don't
so-
do in that part.
Yeah, but that hard working is not coming from you. It is coming from because your stage in the previous incarnation where you're supposed to do that. But it's not, you are not doing that. That is what I'm trying to tell.
But by like next
Okay,
class
this
or
is
by
this
going to SRF, by going somewhere, we motivate people. So we motivate people to be this, be that, be. So it means there is a power there somewhere that we can do things. We just don't sit and wait like, people will stop going to university.
I think that what we need to do is, Kamlaji, what you do is you listen to that. Sorry, go ahead. क्या बोल-
When you don't do anything, that is also an action.
Yeah.
So it
No,
is
but the
not
whole
like
world
saying, I won't do this.
stop doing anything.
Nobody's saying that. You're misunderstanding. You're misunderstanding the whole thing, because your life cannot happen without not doing anything. Like Joe said, even not doing is doing. Okay. So, but what I'm going to tell you is, Kamlaji, that the 3 stages that he said, that in the beginning stages, you can say that yes, you have some free will. And then if you start inquiring deeply into it, you will realize you do not have. And third is transcending. So if you are at that stage that you cannot accept not having a free will, so just accept it and just accept that you have a limited free will and continue your sadhana. And as Gita ji just said, as we go forward, that thing will sink into us, because right now giving up the agency is very hard. And you are not the only one. Krishna Bhagwan declared that giving up the agency is the hardest thing to do. That's why at this stage we just give up the fruit of action. Just do surrender that I do my and give up the fruit of action. That will take you to the next stage. Because here we can sit and argue for another hour. We won't come to a conclusion.
So the stage I was going through, I used to really think we're wasting our time listening to Gita, doing all this stuff. Why they are doing all that? I mean, in fact, Nina told me, he said, you say you learned meditation 2 weeks. Our friend Dr. Sahgal is taking 20 years in SRF. So I used to think that's waste of time. But now I understand that everybody is in different stage. I don't know, you are 14th stage of moon or 2nd stage of moon. And then everybody has their own universe, which is driving you automatically, whether you like or not. And all other things are You're supposed to do what you're doing in the life. If you have children, you're taking care of them. If you have to be replace yourself with the other kids, that is part of your job. And so that is your mosaic. And your desire and karma are the third thing. And that has come with you from previous lives. And your knowledge has come with you from previous life too. So Manomaya Kosha is there, and Dhyan Maya Kosha is there, and then the soul has come, Jivatma has come. So all three have traveled through your previous lives. And they are in this life. And that's why we all are unique. And so we have all gotten here together because there's a common path is going through this. I mean,
Okay, one example, a worldly example that came to my mind is, so there are lots of PhDs in this group, right? So a person who got PhD and now a small child is looking at the PhD, say, oh, this person is writing so fast, and my teacher is giving me this little and is saying, do 20 times do and take the help of this. Some kids have that little thing that it holds their hand in the right place and all that. I don't need that. I can also read like that person, but that person who the little baby is going to bomb at it because उसको PhD ऐसे ही नहीं मिल गई है. He has just spent 15-20 years and he has slowly gone up. So we cannot jump like this suddenly. So in the beginning, if you feel you want to put an effort, it's totally fine. Put an effort at the right thing. Try to understand what Bhagavad Gita is saying, because he cautions against wrong efforts. Because it's like, I want to learn swimming, but if I put in a wrong thing, I'll never learn swimming. So maybe that's what we need to do. Be cautious at what we want to do. Then we'll start understanding, then we will transcend. So everybody in this class may be at different stages. Some may be already there, some may be not. But we have to give room to everybody.
Nobody is already there because Shiv Sutra says we are all born incomplete. If we won't be here.
So ठीक है, we'll accept what you're saying. So basically we are, so सबके लिए same effort नहीं हो सकता.
Yeah.
That's the conclusion, that okay, if you are at this stage, you strongly feel there is we have a free will, it's totally fine. Use your free will for the right thing, and that's it. And then slowly you will transcend it.
20 years of this and you have done nothing. So I'm superior. But no, everybody is in their own path and their own stage.
And the saints and sages say, where are you trying to go? You are already that. So we have this illusion of bondage, right? That's another thing. It's all in the illusion stage because each one of us is already free according to them. So any last burning point?
Burning issues.
But I think Kamlaji, that talk Sushilji sent is an excellent one to put mind at rest, that what free will is, because he is a very accomplished, and he knows the Western, Eastern. He knows how to present it. He knows how to bring the arguments from both, and he knows how to put a right conclusion, Vedantic conclusion.
See,
And
I
that's
was very skeptical when I started listening to that, because I said, no way he can tell that you have no will. But he did say that. And I know Ramakrishna always said that. So,
But to reach that stage, you need a lot of contemplation, purity of the mind, and that's what we have to work
why
at.
are we reading Mandukya Upanishad if we think we have our will? I mean, Mandukya Upanishad says we are not, it's all mithya.
Yes.
Nothing ours.
Mandukya Upanishad goes as far as saying there is no cause and effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even to attend the class, we have to make effort. We have to plan the day. We have to decide, okay, I'm going to cook my lunch in advance. I'm going to do this thing in advance so that I can attend this class peacefully.
Okay, Kamlaji, in the end, you can plan everything. And one small thing can happen in your house. Some leak, some this thing, and you won't come. And then you will say, okay, Bhagwan ki marji thi, iske liye main pahunch gayi wahan pe. You surrender. You realize we can plan 100, this pandemic. No scientist, no doctor, no economics, nobody can predict. And they all, जो भी claim करता है ना कि हमको मालूम है, बोलते कुछ भी नहीं मालूम है. My husband is a scientist. He say it will take a year or two to really study this virus because right now it's all hypothetical.
Agree with that. I do agree, but all these universities, all these training institutions, everything is based on this. That if you work hard, you will get grades. If you work hard, you get higher education. If you work hard for everything, you have to work hard. So this is my thinking. Like things can happen, they automatically happen, but there is some of our role there. We have to put our efforts.
No, there is an assignment for you. That's why you have come to this world. See, that is assignment is already, you're a mosaic. If you disappear, everything around you will disappear. So a lot of people will be hurt. So you are part of the universe. So you have to do your role. Whether you like it or not, you will be doing that. But that has nothing to do with your desires and your karmas. Your karmas, consequences, and desires still are there. And then the third thing is, the universe is taking you towards the completeness, whether you like it, whether you know it or not. That is the whole point. So once you become knowledgeable that that's happening, then you know what is your date of death and why it gets postponed. And you know you get kala gulab jamun on your death.
You know what it is? What it is that it is something
Attached to it.
something like we are sitting in a train and we think that एक औरत बैठी थी ट्रेन में और उसने वो अपनी गठरी जो है ना सिर से उतारी नहीं, सिर पे ही लेके बैठी थी because she thought कि I have to carry this, and somebody said, hey you fool, that train is taking it, why you put it down, गठरी भी पहुंच जाएगी तेरी. So हम लोग वैसे ही वो गठरी लेके बैठ जाते हैं. I have to do this, I have to do that. He's saying
I'm the doer.
yes, I'm the doer. He said, okay, you just do whatever, but please don't think that you are doing anything because you cannot even lift a finger if the nature did not give you.
There's no effort there.
That's what he's talking
Going
about.
through butter.
But it's very hard to drop that, and slowly we will get to that stage. Okay? So,
No, but Kamlaji, I was thinking of you because I have this course which is done by, is nothing to do with religion. It is done by a psychiatrist at LA, which tells you how you can go in the dream world with your second body and you can go to places. And I tried doing that, but I cannot do now. But if I knew it years ago when I was going through that, I would have done it. I gave to one of my friends who's going through this, he was in our stage one, and he could go through that. And he actually traveled to the other world. So if you want, I can send you that. It's called 7-8 hours, but he's very good. It's one of the best courses I heard. Nothing to do with religion. It's all scientific. And needs yoga.
Okay, send it to me. I like to experiment those kind of things.
Do you have Mega with you? Have you heard of Mega?
No.
MEGA. Can you go Mega login and then I can mail you all the files? It gives you 50 gigabyte of storage. And so then you can load on your iPhone and listen. That's the easiest way to send you.
Mega what?
MEGA.
No, get mega what we call it?
No, you go to Google and say Mega login. MEGA login.
Okay.
And then you log into it, they will ask you your name, address, or email. And once you have logged in, you can share any files with anybody with 50 gigabytes.
Oh, okay.
Very beautiful. I'm using for 4 or 5 years with all my friends.
Oh, okay.
So try
That's a
that.
good suggestion.
but there is also a lot of if you know the certain swamis and you like their talks, if you just put free will like that, there'll be many talks by many people, and sometimes एक की बात समझ में नहीं आएगी पर दूसरा जब बोलेगा किसी एंगल से तो वो समझ में आ सकती है. एंड जो आपने जो डिबेट उठाई ना, it's a century old debate, and every organization, every class, everything, a particular group of people, they always have this discussion because it
I
is a
did total research in it because when I went through this, the guy said I went there in Hyderabad, and Tagas Muni has written that this information is only for this time when you came to see me, because your mother is there, father is dead, mother is alive, and your son is finishing medicine. I mean, it's all on tape. It's not something I made up. And no way Agastya Muni in Tamil could write all that this will happen. So my destiny was totally there. So now the question was, then I went through this guy, Stephen Hawkins. He's a physicist. He has talked about this talk. I have that with me also. And he agrees with that there is no free will, which is unusual because he's the highest in physicist you are going to find.
Remember, I like the way Swamiji puts it. It's an illusion of free will. So we cannot say that there is no because we feel it. So illusion में है अभी, जब illusion जैसे जैसे टूटता जाएगा तो फिर हम लोग को समझ में आएगा.
Because we say I do it.
Yes. So it's all about the illusion, mithya. I mean,
so once you separate you from your body, which is a stage, then you will know that you are not doing it or it is coming from somewhere, so you are doing it. Like he said, you may not want to kill them, but your nature will make you do it. In fact, he gave that example too.
We train our kids, get up early in the morning, clean your room, do this.
Please
do that.
continue the training. Don't misunderstand. Don't misunderstand. Continue the training that is required.
There was a Harvard research study, and I showed it to my wife. She wouldn't believe. It said parents do not matter.
Our teacher used to say that, no, that you think that you are doing it, and some people, when you quit this world, sometimes they do better than even anything. So we have an illusion that hum log kar rahe hain.
We did it. But even like our children, we want them to become like us. But like in Gita, he says, if the seed that came for the child of aam ka ped hai, to usme amrud nahi ugenge. No matter how much you try. All you can do is protect the plant, but the seed is not going to come out what it is not.
Lot of things to contemplate upon.
Control over it. I know many people feel bad because
it's okay. I mean, the thing is that हम लोग को अभी हमने तो खाली chapter 2 finish किया. We have to have a patience. When you go further, then it will talk about lot about ego and how to get over it. Yeah.
Know that.
That's all. हाँ क्या?
मांडुक्य उपनिषद ने तो बोल दिया ना.
I know, but हम लोग के सब पूरे खोपड़ी में घुसा थोड़ी है मांडुक्य. अभी धीरे धीरे होएगा. मांडुक्य ऐसे ही घुस जाएगा तो हम लोग सेल्फ रियलाइज हो जाएंगे सारे.
बचा है तो you better learn before that.
Okay, good. Shall I end the thing?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, stay healthy, happy.
Hari Om.
Bye
Okay,
bye,
thank
Hari
you,
Om.
Auntie.
Thank you to all of you.
Very thought-provoking class for me.
Good. That's what it's meant for. Okay, Hari Om.
My meditations can be deeper, but they don't.
It's okay, Kamlaji. It's like you represent all of us, because some of us might have the same question, but we may have an illusion we know the answer, we don't. So when you are actually what you raised, even I was thinking about it a lot, and how to present, and I kind of know it, but it gives us a little something more to think about. So that's good. There's nothing wrong with all these questions. They are healthy questions that everybody has it in their mind. So, okay, Kamlaji, take care.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So,
Neeraj.
don't you think finally, I just wanted to present my thought.
Yeah, please do. Please do. I'm here still.
I'm just thinking that if we think about free will, कि free will है, तो वो भी तो हमारा ही mind है, हमारी ego है. हम सोच रहे हैं कि हम कुछ करेंगे.
True.
नहीं तो free will की कोई जरूरत ही नहीं है. Let things be as they are and just follow the divine law as it comes without having to think that, okay, I am the doer, I will be able to do something. How does it matter?
If we can bring ourselves to that stage, Meeraji, you will see that things starts coming to you. And that Joe is a perfect example. I have experienced few things in my life. I have no explanation why they came, how they came, but it was needed at that time. Some strangers from somewhere came and did it. But उतना surrender अगर आ जाए ना, then universe takes over. It's like भगवान कहते हैं कि अगर if you think you can do it, I'll leave you alone. Go do it. If you surrender to me, सब कुछ हो जाएगा.
After the age of 56, every day I resisted. What I was doing, I would have never done a day before that 56 age. I read Bible, I read Old and New Testament. All this I'll never go near. In fact, I never read Gita till much later. So it was all driven. It was not like I was saying, I want to do that. I never wanted to do that.
So Meeraji, whatever you brought the point, it is true. If in our heart, if we can develop that surrender, that is the whole journey actually.
But if we say,
जैसे द्रौपदी ने जब दोनों हाथ उठा लिए थे तब
True.
कृष्ण भगवान मदद के लिए आ गए.
यस और उसका मतलब द्रौपदी का सोचो आप 5 पति जो कि सारे के सारे एक से एक भड़के nobody could help her. They became like नपुंसक हो गए सारे और वो भीष्म पितामह बैठे हैं वहाँ पे जो who was claiming nobody can defeat him. द्रोणाचार्य वहाँ पे हैं. But then when she dropped everybody and she said God help me immediately that वो साड़ी अवतार बोलते हैं उसको. Certain भक्त call it साड़ी अवतार. But इतना surrender हमारे में आना चाहिए ना.
No, but let me tell you one level even above that. Because it is not the God. It is we ourselves who are the God. I know it's very hard to believe. But the Jivatma we have inside, that is the same consciousness which is the God consciousness.
True. I think what Joe does not like us to be remain in here. He wants to like boom, straight go up.
That's
So
why.
we are taking our own sweet time. Don't rush us.
No, I'm not.
We are trying to climb the stairs.
Yes.
One at a time, one step at
No,
a
I know.
time.
That's why I was telling for Kamla, because if she can find that there is another body she has, which is intermediate body between God and all this stuff, and it is physical, it has nothing to do with religion, and you can separate that body, and you can travel in the dream world to any other place and meet people there.
Astral travel. You're talking about astral travel. I mean, Yoganandji was in that realm. Astral travel.
Done that. But this guy, his course, I bet Kamla can do it because it will take her 5-6 hours to hear him. But she will hear the one you will hear all of them. Because I have never heard anybody explain so good and without taking any religion into account. There's nothing to do with religion. It is to do our physical body, just like we go to bathroom every few hours, whether we like it or not. So same way our bodies exist within us. So when that stage, once you can separate the body, then when you give up your own body, then this body will take over and observe you. And once that happens, then you go in the ultimate meditation stage when this body, both of them will get destroyed. And now you are in universal mind, which nothing exists. And so you are not there. There is no Kamla there. Which is what we all are trying to achieve, but that's what it is.
It's hard because it's like you are in this suit of body and they are saying, get out of this suit and observe, and we don't know how to do that. So that's why they are telling us to do all these sadhanas, you know. So Meeraji, you have any other thing?
Okay, very good news for me. I was given command by Lord Shiv to write my book in 2 languages, you know.
Okay.
So I was wondering how I was going to know Hindi. And yesterday I found out I did Google Translate and it's doing such pure Hindi. Even I cannot understand.
But remember, thoda sa वहाँ पर, because I'm also working on some translation right now for this app for Houston people who have launched this app, but they want to do it in Hindi. In that Google Translate, Vedanta को की एकदम चटनी बन जाती है. So you better be very, very careful. So you yeah.
I wrote the word document, my journey. It says dastāvez.
कोई समझ में नहीं पाएगा दस्तावेज word. So you better use some simple word.
Hindi mein is alek. So now I want something Hindustani translation,
Yes,
not
yes.
Hindi, because only 10% people will understand.
Yes, I'm going through that same exact thing, but
I'm
because
changing my description, then I call it describing rather than say documenting.
true.
So I'm hoping this will come out okay. But But the point is, my work is cut in half. And now Google can translate all this.
Well, Shiv Bhagwan will provide you all the things. If he's ordered it, he's a Sarvagnya, he will give you.
It makes you wait. I mean, like 3 years I did research, then Shiv Sutra came. So now I understood the way it works. And now I'm writing, but I'm almost there now, so it will be okay.
Awesome.
And I had a lot of these tapes with this spiritual person, and I want to get them transcribed. So my friend in India has a company, they're transcribing it.
See how things are coming to you.
Yeah, they really come that way. See, he does it. I mean, he means ultimately it's our Jivatma does it through consciousness, but he is this. There's no he said. It could be she. In fact, today I was listening to this Sadhguru talk. He explained that there's no he.
No, he, she, don't know. It's beyond that. That's what it is. The consciousness is beyond the gender. So you can call it whoever you want to.
No, plus he was only for this globe. He's talking what about the universe? So who's going to take care of the whole universe?
Man, if we can take care of our mini little life, we'll be happy. Why we have to worry about the universe? Yeah. Okay. Any other? Neeraji, you're okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Uma.
You're welcome.
I'll send you a mail, Kumla, about Mega. When you,
Joe has a khajana of things that you will never run out of to things to do. Joe, you have a khajana of things. Nobody will ever run out. Pata nahi kahan se you bring what.
this came my way. Somebody gave me that 3 years ago. And I've been transferring all my files through that. Very easy to do. So,
I mean, I'm learning electronic stuff too. I mean, look at this Zoom and all. I didn't even know what Zoom was before all this. Now we are doing classes and all that.
find out that somebody can translate into Hindustani rather than Hindi, then that will help.
Oh, somebody who can do that? If you have just few words.
Huh?
Tool. Acha, main
Google
dekhti hu.
Translate is pure Hindi.
Okay, I got it. There's some local.
No, not local, but I'm saying. is that-
Kamla ji, we cannot hear you.
Oh,
That part, what I was taking one customer, I'm at my business right now. So, what you need translation with?
no, my book has to be written in Hindi. That's a command from Lord Shiv.
Oh,
So till now I was so worried because it's taken me so long to write in English. And it's like over 1,000 pages. And how will it go in Hindi? So then I did Google Translate and it's pure Hindi. And I can get it in 5 minutes.
oh.
But he wants like a local, thoda simple language, he's saying.
I can
Hindi
have
ka.
somebody edit this, make pure Hindi to Hindustani.
But just Google Translate me. I told you that sometimes the bhav doesn't come out right.
So I will read myself.
Yeah.
Of course. That's why I'm changing the English
Yeah.
to make it come out.
I think that if you continue, then somebody was going to come around to help you.
Yeah, might be a big project, but I can help little bit here and there.
Yeah, little bit. I can also help little bit, but not.
Good Hindi can help me. I mean, that much Hindi I know. I mean, I went to Sanskrit school in Delhi. So I know Hindi and Sanskrit both. But this is pure Hindi.
I have the knowledge of local Haryanvi and simple and very good Hindi and Sanskrit, and I went through all those stages. But I don't know how much I retain now, but I can try a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
If that helps you.
No, I mean, what shook me up was I said document, it said Dastavez.
I know.
You know what, Joe? You're in this process. You're going to learn high Hindi, and then you will know Sanskrit also. Then soon. Okay, police is coming somewhere. Okay, that's a signal for us to wrap up. Okay, Hari Om, everybody.
Thank you so much, Uma.
You're
Bye,
welcome.
everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Namaste. Bye bye. Hari Om.
Have a wonderful day, wonderful week till we meet each other next week.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks.